Most people invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot get those tokens on centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance. Lots of people miss out on small projects because they don't know the inside baseball on the two ways to get our hands on these projects early, before they go to the moon, before they have their 1000% gains. If you want to find those small special crypto projects while they're pennies at the dollar, this video is going to be for you. In the last several weeks, one of our choice tokens went volatile in the upward direction, and I put out a notification to my members group, and they're all texting me about how they can get this project, that they can't find it on the centralized exchange like Coinbase, where most people are trading, and they're asking me, how do I get the token? How do I do it? What can I do? And I'm telling them that they need to enter the world of decentralized exchanges. That is where token projects, small token projects, are exchanged before they then make it to the big leagues or the centralized exchange. In fact, every single token that's out there that's minted as a layer 2 on top of a layer 1 project like Cardano, their whole goal, their whole mission is to eventually get listed on a centralized exchange. And so this is where you can find these tokens at rock bottom prices. And I'm going to show you two areas where you can achieve this. Here is an example of a decentralized exchange that's built on the Cardano blockchain. What you're looking at here is the Minswap exchange. This is a layer 2 protocol built on Cardano's layer 1. The Minswap exchange is the most powerful, popular exchange in the Cardano ecosystem as far as trading volume, and they have their Min token. So you can do a lot of trading here in these decentralized exchanges, unlike you would have the opportunity to on those centralized exchanges. Let me give you an example of doing something in real time. The token that you can exchange for all of these tokens in the Cardano ecosystem is going to be ADA. So you're going to have to get ADA first from a centralized exchange like Coinbase, and then you bring it into your wallet. So I have connected my wallet here. I am prepared to execute a trade with some ADA here that I could select any kind of token. I could actually select all these different tokens like Minswap, Gens, AGIX. This was actually that one that we highlighted in our members group when it was around 50 cents. And then it went on to go up to $1.40. Again, you could not find this on the centralized exchanges, but it's here for the taking. IUSD is a stablecoin, World Mobile, a lot of these tokens, and there are many of them here that have some promising value, especially Cornucopias. This is an example of a token that has recently been campaigning and launching on several centralized exchanges. So this is a token that has actually made the leap. Book is another great example. One of these projects that is just absolutely in its complete infancy is Genius Yield. Genius Yield is another decentralized exchange on the Cardano blockchain, very different from Minswap in that it is putting in order book DEX out there, as opposed to the traditional automated market maker DEXs that you see in all of crypto like Minswap and Uniswap. But what I want you to understand with a project like Genius Yield, for one, it doesn't even have data enough to have a market cap valuation yet because it's extremely new. This token really began its live mainnet December 25th, a couple months ago. Okay, but you can check out their website, their white paper. And then if you scroll down here a little bit more, what you're going to see is this all-time high and this all-time low number. And if you look, yesterday was this project hit an all-time low. And here's the all-time high, 62 cents. But this means that this token is so low, it's at such a rock bottom price, it could be an advantageous position to consider what it would be like to accumulate some of the Genius Yield token before it makes its rally, okay? If you look at something like AGIX, for example, here, and we go to AGIX, what you're going to see in AGIX is it's actually ranked at a number. It's number 79 on all of the cryptos. So if we go to cryptocurrencies here, by market cap, it's going to rate these tokens, okay? Bitcoin's number one, obviously. You got Ethereum, Tether. These are the top dogs right? Solana, Lido Nation, you got Cardano down here, number 9. So these are the top dogs. And something like Singularity Net, right, that we just saw is number 79 on the list. And so, yes, it's had some volatile nature, and it's now kind of hovering at that $5 mark. What I tend to like when I look at these tokens, I like to diversify my portfolio with tokens that aren't even ranked. Like this token is so new that it's not even ranked on the Richter scale. Okay. So I'd like to diversify my portfolio in that way, so that when these tokens do come on the scene and they do get some volatility and then market cap starts to pour in, it is super advantageous as far as when you're concerned about price increase or number go up, right? Because AGIX, this is the graph of AGIX. So it's very short. It has a very small window, the Singularity Net token. And when I put out this notification to the members, it was around this area right here. It was around this area. Okay, this little 50 cent area. And so if I scroll in, at that very area was a great time to put some accumulation into the asset before it went up 183% gain. All right. Now, it'd been great to buy it down here in this area, and that's what I want to share with you today. So projects like Genius Yield don't even have a chart yet ready because their data is in this phase. All right. And so let's just give you an example here in real time. I'm going to see about capturing some GENS tokens right here to take you through the process. Now, you're going to need to know how to download a wallet, and I'm going to have videos on that out very soon. But this is just an example you can use as reference. So this is my channel wallet, actually. It's like a test wallet. And so there's 339 ADA that I have in the wallet that is recognized up here. And then I'm going to trade, let's say I'm going to trade 100 ADA for this GENS tokens. And so for 100 ADA, I'm going to get 648 of these GENS tokens. And here are all of the minimums I'm going to receive, the slippage tolerance, the fees, all that stuff. And this just shows you also the chart of GENS so that you can make a decision and understand more about what you're doing. And I know that these charts might look complex in the beginning, but I promise you that over time, they're easier and easier to understand. Let's go ahead and initiate a swap. Okay, so it's just asking me if I'm okay with what the trade is. I'm going to confirm that swap. My wallet's going to pop up. I'm going to confirm by typing in my password. Okay, it's swapping. The transaction was successful and it will be processed successfully. And so now the Minswap is indicating that I have an order in the order book. If I click the orders right here, you're going to see that today, right now, I actually have something queuing. So it's actually batching the transaction for me. Minimum of GENS I'm going to receive is 645. It shows you the date of this swap. And this is just another trade that I completed as a test at February 21, when I was setting this channel wallet up. Because I think it would be helpful to show you all in real time how this is actually done. And as you just saw, the order disappeared. And then what happens is that ADA was reduced from the wallet. And let's go ahead and look at the Lace wallet here. And we expanded it. If we expand our Lace wallet, then you see that we have now the GENS tokens. So the GENS tokens are now in our wallets at 0.9 cents. Now remember, this token was 67 cents at one point. When GENS goes to 67 cents, I will then consider initiating a trade to trade 689 GENS tokens back into ADA to acquire more ADA. And this is the power of trading in the decentralized exchanges. So that's the first way on how you can get your hands on these tokens when they're at an infancy level. But what about another way? What about a way to get your hands on these tokens before they have what's called a token generation event? So prior to the tokens ever being released on a decentralized exchange. This is even earlier than being early, to be honest. And I'm going to show you some extremely powerful tools that you can use right now to understand what projects are doing behind the scenes that no one's talking about unless you know where to dig. So let's dig in. So Cardano has something interesting called an initial stake pool offering. It's sort of like what an ICO is, or in traditional stock land, like an IPO. But an ISPO is a novel way for early adopters to support new projects using a blockchain's proof of stake rewards. Instead of the all-in purchase of a token, participants delegate their tokens, ADA, ETH, Matic, DOT, MELD, to a DEGA stake pool that is natively protected by Cardano's blockchain, in this case, Consensus Protocol. DEGA protocol is a fantastic example of such a project that has not released its token yet on the mainnet or any decentralized exchange, but will soon. If you look at this ISPO status right now, the Cardano ISPO is live. I have been receiving these ISPO rewards since the beginning of this ISPO. And you could too, right now, join and understand by clicking and reading more in their website. To see other up and coming projects that are creating ISPO initiatives on the Cardano blockchain for you to take advantage of before the tokens even go live, Go Maestro is an incredible platform that is building this complete Web3 stack for the Cardano ecosystem. If you go up here to Marketplace, you can click ISPO. There are 17 active ISPOs right now. Altogether staked, we're looking at $291 million, and there are 41,963 participants. I am currently one of these participants in 2 right now active stake pools. Actually Palm and Matera, and I'm excited to get their tokens and their NFTs once their tokens go live. So if you just kind of search down here, you see Matera. It's a decentralized way to invest in tokenized portfolios. That's what they're doing. Palm token is the first physically settled commodity platform powered by the blockchain. Tons of hype behind here. Look, they have 28 million ADA staked, 190 million ADA staked. Goki is one that I have been staked to in the past, 12 million. This is a real estate finance on Cardano. Other ones that I've done in the past that have already finished, if I hit the load more button, are going to be, let's go down. Meld was one that I did, and it was a great, fantastic experience for me. This was the first one that I was a part of, and it generated me an incredible amount of these MELD tokens. Sunday Swap was another one, Genius Yield, like I mentioned. And to be honest, if a project is here on Maestro, it is highly vetted. Look, Cornucopias right there, the one we looked at on the exchange. These are all completed in the past, so you can't really take advantage of the ones that are completed, obviously, but there are several right now that are active. So if you have the time and you're just like trying to look around for what to do, I highly recommend you go down the rabbit hole of Maestro. And so if you just take one of these and you click into it, it's going to show you the start date. So this was December 11th. Some of them have end dates and some of them don't, because they're all set upon how many of their tokens that they're going to give out. And then you can check out their website. This is their tokenomics, which is a really interesting metric to look at. So it's beautiful. I mean, Maestro is incredible. It gives you a description of what the Palm token is. It talks about the reward sequence. You can click there and see their Git book. You can look at their tokenomics. It's going to talk about performance. And then it's going to say that, yeah, so I'm one of 1,135 ISPO participants. Maybe join in the gains, my friends. And here are the stake pools that you can stake to. And you're going to need a wallet like that Lace wallet to connect to the stake pool. This stuff is easier than you think. You can go look at their white paper. You can go look at their website. Don't overthink this. Just do your own research, do your own due diligence. And if you want to find out why smart investors love when prices fall and take advantage of price decreases, check out the video in the corner. Thanks for watching.